fashion and taste. The art market has been going up and up and up ever since the mid-19th century and will continue to go up because there's more wealth being created and a limited amount of great artworks that exist. However, what constantly changes is taste. The taste and fashion move. Here I'll show two examples from the Thyssen collection. I started life as curator of the Thyssen collection. I met Baron Thyssen in Monaco when I had my job at Sotheby's, and he asked me to become curator of his collection. This is one of the great masterworks in the collection, Ghirlandaio. His father paid $300,000 in 1930 from J. Pierpont Morgan, i.e. immediately after the crash in New York. And I don't know what this would translate to today, but it's a whacking sum, huge sum. And today it's priceless. You can't put a price on it. Next painting was bought at the same time by the father Thyssen. It's a masterwork by Caravaggio. He only paid $27,000 for it because Caravaggio in those days was not considered to be one of the towering figures of the history of art. It's only today that we feel Caravaggio is huge, very important. So you see, taste changes even for old masters. Next image, economy. Of course, it's better to have a strong economy than a poor one. In 2008, when it looked as if the financial world was coming to a standstill, the auctions that took place in October, November 2008 came to a near standstill as well. The unsold percentages were over 50%, so it was really, really bad. However, it was like a very deep V. The Yves Saint Laurent, Pierre Berger had announced prior to the financial crisis that the Yves Saint Laurent collection was going to be sold at Christie's in Paris in March 2009. That became the most successful single-owner collection until that moment ever. And so immediately the trust came back into the art market. So it was a sharp V, a very, very short time. But of course, it does have an impact on what's happening in the art world. Next slide is marketing. When I started this profession, I started it with passion, still is what guides me today. However, even the best masterwork does need massive marketing because you've got to make sure that on the day of the auction, at the hour of the auction, the minute the item is sold, you have someone at the end of a phone line, someone at the end of a computer terminal who's bidding. We see here Salvator Mundi, this work that was sold at Christie's in New York for $450 million, which today is the most expensive artwork ever to have been sold publicly. And I think there was a film actually recently on French television about it. Yep. Christie's did one of the best marketing campaigns I've ever witnessed. It was really quite spectacular. Next slide, please. The auctioneer. Now, please forgive me, but since I'm an auctioneer, I do a little plug. I think you could sell the same item 5 times with 5 different auctioneers and you would get 5 different prices. I think a gifted auctioneer will maybe be able to just get one little extra bit from what you had decided in your mind, Monsieur Bouquier, to bid for. So, my role model is here. It's Peter Wilson. He was the genius chairman of Sotheby's, who became chairman in 1958. Everything we see today in the art market is a result of his vision. He was a great visionary. Now, he was the most quiet auctioneer you've ever seen. He was speaking with such a low voice that nobody would do any noise. You could hear a pin drop, and the result was phenomenal results. Now, next slide is myself doing a charity auction. My great privilege in Monaco is that I had the chance and privilege to be asked to conduct the annual charity of the Prince Albert II Foundation. And we've been able to raise fantastic results for a very, very worthy cause, because we do need to save the global ocean and the environment. That's our greatest problem to the whole of humanity. This is a photograph taken. I did an event at the Rolls-Royce factory. It was inside the factory, and somebody could choose a Rolls-Royce painted by Mark Quinn, and the winner, or the highest bidder, got to have his eye, the pupil of his eye, be the paint of that Rolls-Royce. And but the good thing, of course, it also went to charity. Now, just one last slide, and my God, just 2 minutes left. My God, I was speeding and speeding. NFTs. Since 1 month, there's only one word on everybody's lips, which is NFT. Before, I didn't have a clue what an NFT was. Don't ask me to explain it, but it is something online which you can be certain that it is unique if you acquire it. No one else can have it, but everybody else can look at it. And there is a gentleman called Beeple who sold a NFT, here you see the NFT, for $69 million, making him the second most expensive living artist ever. So now it's the gold rush. Everybody wants to buy NFTs. But I believe still in physical thing. It's like, there's the sex industry is very active online. However, nothing will ever replace the physical experience. So I believe the same thing in art. Let's be physical. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Very absolutely. I know that even our friend Andrew Neil, he was with us all day as well. I see you smiling, and yeah, it's fantastic. We have 40 seconds. My last question. I mean, one question. How would you qualify your most important achievement in your career? I'm talking about Auctioneer and the art. Which one? A long time ago, or?
No, hopefully it's always my next one.
It's the next one?
I'm focused on what's coming up rather than what has happened.
Excellent. Gentlemen, you have any? You just,
that was an impressive rundown. Thank you.
No, well, thank you very much. It's great, and thank you for coming, for being with us. You really added a lot of value to our summit. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Merci beaucoup.
Merci.
Merci.
Thank you.